$25, make it hurt.
Well, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, to the Big Time Show podcast. That's being seen, heard, and everywhere. You guys know where it is by now. All on Facebook and YouTube and on Podbean as we speak. We are here again. I hope you guys have had a great Thanksgiving. I have. Hopefully you've been with your families and enjoyed yourself. And a lot of you have done what I had to do. Probably, since yesterday, a lot of cooking and all that kind of stuff. But I'm quite sure that you just had a little time to sit down. And then, of course, watch a little football. You probably watched the Detroit Green Bay game today. And you saw what happened there. I'm quite sure you know by now. Detroit lost. Big. That's big. Overall picture. That was big. And then, of course, right now, most of you may even have your TV on, like I got right here, watching the 49ers and Seahawks right now. Big game here, huge game there for a lot of different reasons, but quite sure that since I got a few people in here, I'm quite sure you guys saw what we all want to see, which is what usually the world wants to see on Thanksgiving Day, and that is the Dallas Cowboys play. No question. And so, as you know by now, the Cowboys did what they had to do. As I said on yesterday, I don't care if we win by 1 point or win by 20 points. Win. That's all they're concerned about. We have no choice. Because I'm already starting to look at big picture stuff, because that's the way that it's shaping up. The big picture is this. I'm going to say it again. I don't care who we play. I don't care what media say, what some of you haters say. I don't care. We have no choice but to win because of what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing. And what are they doing? They are winning. If you have any aspiration of trying to win the division, you have to win. So that's really what it's all about. And as usual, the Cowboys win. Now, this is what I'm going to tell y'all. As I done said all year long, the Cowboys win spectacularly or they lose spectacularly. And it don't have to be a blowout. when we lose. It don't have to be a blowout when we win. It's just always gonna have a spectacular type vibe to it. So far this year, the pattern continues. Either we rip people apart, blow them completely out the water, or we didn't mean to do that. Or either we lose in spectacular fashion, feet go out of bounds, getting stopped at the half-inch yard when we thought it was a touchdown, stuff. Spectacular ways to lose. Or we just get ripped apart ourselves. 49 a game, 42-10. Get destroyed by the Arizona Cardinals as well. We either win spectacularly or lose spectacularly. Same thing happened today. We ripped the team apart. We did. We'll look kind of into it and kind of dissect it a little bit tonight without seeing the tape. But you guys saw what happened. It seemed like to me, y'all, that when the Cowboys play, it seemed like to me that you kind of like waiting for the avalanche to fall on somebody. First of all, we keep winning at home. It's 12, I think it's 11 straight wins at home, or 12. One or the other. The way this season's going, you just look like you're just waiting for the avalanche to fall. Like the Washington team. Remember what I told you yesterday now? A lot of y'all was surprised. I wasn't. Because they came into the game as the 8th ranked offense in the league. So I'm not surprised by Sam Howell looking decent and good. He leads the league in passing. See what I'm saying? I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by Brian Robinson running the ball pretty decently. Been doing it all year. I'm not surprised by Terry McLaughlin, having a decent. I'm not surprised because this is what Washington's been doing. A record don't show it, but they were ranked the 8th ranked offense in the league coming in, so they can move the ball. I told you that yesterday. A lot of y'all was shocked when I put the stats up. I was saying, hey, this offense can they can move it. And they did today. Sam Howell had over 300 yards. Brian Robinson, when he touched the ball, had it. And they moved the ball, but this defense that we have, as I've been saying all year long, other than the 49er game and the Arizona game, this defense is they make plays. It's just that simple. They've been doing it all year. They did it again today. Even though Sam Howell had over 300 yards, I think he had 300 on the dot, they only scored 10 points. They only scored 10 points. Again, our defense is only giving up, I believe, right at 17 points a game. I mean, that's been all year. Even with the blowout win from San Francisco, and even with Philadelphia scoring 27 points against us, this defense is still averaging under 20 points a game. I mean, this is what they've been doing all year. So it is what it is, and we'll get into the defense, more in depth just a little bit later. But we did what we did. We did again what we were supposed to do. We did what we were supposed to do. If this team, Washington, is such a team that's under 500 or a team that's considered to be a bad team, and we're considered to be one of the better teams in the league, guess what? The better team is supposed to put a team in its place. This is not what we're used to. We had that one hiccup with that Arizona game, and I told you guys, these guys remember that. You got to worry about a slip up right now. Don't. They're not going to let that happen again. And they did not. I knew at some point that the defense was going to this avalanche, because this is the pattern of the Cowboys. They I ain't gonna say they let a team stay close, but sometimes that avalanche falls in the first quarter, in the second quarter. But you know it's coming. And I be dang. They scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. There it was right there. They scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. After the game was somewhat close, a 10-point lead. I just wanted to keep a two-score lead to keep any type of luck from happening. That's all I wanted. If it was 20-10, like it was for majority of the game, that's all I wanted. Just make it a two-score game, and we good. Just in case any type of foolishness go on. A fumble here and there, an interception here and there. I want at least a two-score game to eliminate all drama. But boy, when that avalanche fell, they look like they scored 25 points in less than 4 minutes. The game was close, and then about 10 minutes later, you look up at the scoreboard, and it's a 30-point lead. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we've done all year long. So it's not a surprise. The only close game that I remember that we had with Philly, that was it. Other than that, we either got blowed out, or it wasn't no doubt, or we just blow people out. That's what we do this year. I'm talking about in grand fashion. With the Cowboys, they were second in scoring, over 30 points a game. That's gonna go up after this game here. Obviously, they very well may be the number one team, number one offense in the league after today. They very well may be the number one offense in the league, depending on what I think it's Philly or San Francisco. It's one of the two. Right after this game here, it's going to be real interesting to see where we at. Because I never thought at the beginning, this is another whole show by itself. I never thought I would say that the Cowboys this year would have possibly the number one offense in the league again. I didn't think that. At no point during the season. Now they may not finish there, but I thought for sure. Remember what I said at the beginning of the year? I said, look, I expect this defense to be a top 5 defense this whole year. We all expected that. But now, I said back then at the beginning of the season, if we could just have a top 10 to 12 offense, we'll be good. I said if you got a top 5 defense and maybe right at 12, you gonna do something. You gonna do something. And here's the bottom line, y'all. We 8-3. It ain't nothing to look. It ain't nothing to talk about. When all the haters and all the Fox people tomorrow and everybody gonna say the same thing. Well, they beat Washington. They beat another team, because that's the narrative now. But see, nobody says nothing about the other teams in the league that play cupcakes, if you want to call it that. Nobody says nothing about that. Nobody has said anything about Philadelphia's schedule. Nobody said anything about San Francisco's schedule. Nobody. As if they got a tough team every week. They ain't said nothing about it. I just saw San Francisco beat Tampa. They gave the 49ers so much credit. Oh my God, the 49ers looked so great. You played Tampa, but you didn't hear that narrative. All the narrative you heard was, man, the 49ers look just so great. Oh my God, what a defense. What Brock Purdy, oh my God. 330 yards, a perfect passer rating. He played Tampa. He played Tampa. He played Tampa. Let me say it one more time. Boy, I feel like preaching. Thank you for that. Listen, they played Tampa. They played Tampa. Who they play? Oh, Lord Jesus. They played Tampa. Yeah. Woo. They played Tampa. Nobody ain't say nothing about the Eagles almost losing to Washington. They said, oh boy, these Eagles find a way to win. But when Dallas played Washington, they under 500. So you're going to hear all this tomorrow. You're going to hear all this tomorrow. But the bottom line is this. Here's the bottom line, everybody. I need everybody to hit the like button. I got people in here. I know I ain't said that. But go on, hit that like button, everybody. Facebook, YouTube, Podbean, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you watching me live, I need you to hit that heart button on YouTube. Hit it now. Then if you're on Facebook, hit that like button or the heart button, whichever one. Go on, hit it for me now. I ain't gonna even hold on my phone. I'm just gonna trust you guys to help your boy out. Give me about every individual, if you can. Give me about 10 to 12 likes, if you don't mind. I would appreciate that. But nobody said that. But when Dallas play, like we the only team that played Carolina. Like we the only team that played the Giants. 49ers played the Giants too, didn't they? You ain't hear nothing about that though, did you? Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? But when we play them, it's like, well, y'all ain't playing nobody. Well, who did they play? The Eagles played Washington too. They barely escaped the door. But guess what? They got the W, and that's what y'all said. I ain't got no problem with that. A win is a win. That's that. I'm good with that. But when the Cowboys do it, it gets so dissected. It's so highlighted. Well, you didn't play nobody. Man, be quiet. At the end of the day, and they go for any haters that's in this chat right now. We're 8-3. Sound pretty good to me. I mean, that's the bottom line. It sounds pretty good to me. It does. It does. It does. East side, as usual. I ain't even looked over that till I just saw you, because you always come in. Well, let me ask you this question. What happened when your Houston Texans played the Carolina Panthers? I'll answer your question when you answer mine. How about that? How about that? We're 8-3, son. When you finish talking, you ain't talking about nothing. 8-3. We scoring 30 points a game. Then you just further make yourself look horrible. You gonna say a fluke 8-3. How is a fluke when you scoring over 30 points a game? When you dominating people? How? I'm sorry, the other game that was close, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. The Charger game was close too. And we found a way to win. I take that. I forgot about that. We're dominating. That's what we did today. So while you sitting there with Washington pom-poms in your hand, Eastside, once again, we make you pack that mess up, send it on back so you can try to find another team to jump on. That's all you doing. You switching from team to team. Then you want to get, oh, he's a hater. And you know what, Eastside, I don't know because most of y'all follow all my brothers. I mean, West Coast, Boss, Big Gang, Voch, all Law Nation, all that. Do y'all know the East Side be on every show? Y'all know he be on every Cowboy show. And he sit there the whole time and just listen to everybody's show. You ain't got time to do nothing with your Houston Texans. Number one, you obviously ain't got nobody doing the Houston Texans podcast. That's for sure. Cause you on all hours. I saw that the other day. and come in just saying just stuff that just, number one, don't make sense at all. And here you go again. 8-3 when you finish talking. A record that you wish your Houston Texans had. Yeah. Yeah. You wish you did. You wish you did. I know. Keep watching. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Now, let me get to the game. I hate to waste time on Eastside because he ain't talking about nothing. Y'all deal with him. I ain't gonna even look. He's blocked in all the shows. Now Voch let him roll in his show. I don't mind him rolling. I just don't have to recognize him because he ain't talking about nothing. When he talking about something, I let it go. Oh, in the East Side. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open up the lines in a few minutes. I can go ahead and promise you right now, you probably will get hung up on. Because I already know if you call in, you ain't gonna be talking about nothing. Just like you just said, whatever when you beat the 49ers. Man, that was a month ago. How come you ain't asked us what happened when we played now? That ain't our fault, Eastside. If they 8-3 and not leading the division, for the Eagles just 9-1. I mean, good Lord, we can't play them every week. They got to win on us. Yeah. He's ridiculous. He is. Wow, you want to do it? Well, when you played the 49ers. What happened after the 49ers? How about that? What happened after the 49er game? See? Why he's sitting there waiting on us to lose? Why, he ain't talking about nothing, y'all. Let's get to the game. Number one, here we go. Offensively, the running game is looking better and better every week. I think that they're finding out. Here's the best thing that I'm gonna take away from the running game this time, and I don't know if this had to do anything with Kellen Moore / Mike McCarthy a little bit, but this season, this game here, I finally saw what I've been looking for from the running game when we play Washington for the last 3 years. You know what that is, y'all? It was simple. Stop running up the middle against Jonathan Allen and Payne. We never have run well against Jonathan Allen and Payne, and what they would do is run Ezekiel Elliott up the middle like a bowling ball, and Jonathan Hankins and Payne would stop us all. We never ran well against Washington. Never. Not in the last 2-3 years. Did y'all see the difference today? They ran on the edges. It was simple. One simple philosophy change. Jonathan Allen and Payne, they did not wreck the game. They did not wreck the running game. Well, Dak had to throw it 50 times a game. They didn't have to do that today. Tony Pollard, no, he didn't get 100 yards, but the runs that he had were pretty much effective. That's all I wanted to see. It opened things up. Huh? Who is this? Big time. I told you 2 weeks they are going to win out. Hey, Justin, I don't know they're going to win out, but they're going to win a lot. They're going to win a few games. I have no question about that. That's coaching, y'all. I'm glad Mike McCarthy didn't try to go against the grain because he got Zach Martin at guard and he got the other kid at guard there and say, hey, we just gonna run up the middle. We're gonna run up the middle. For the first time this season, I finally saw some off-tackle runs. I saw some sweeps. But what I didn't see is what I've been begging for. Start running it straight up the middle against Jonathan Allen and Payne. I've been saying this for 2 years. I thank you, Coach McCarthy. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Tony Pollard had 13 carries for 79 yards, 1 touchdown. I'll take it. Averaging 6.1 yards a carry. That's because a lot of it went outside. I will take that. You will take that. Rico had 3 carries for 11 yards. That's a 3.3 average. That's 10. That's 90 yards there between the 2 running backs. Dak had 1 carry for 10 yards, so that counted as 100 yards today. Even though Dax was a scramble, won the call run, but nevertheless, it's going to go down as 100 yards on the ground today for the Cowboys. We'll take it. Rico had a touchdown out the backfield on that screen pass that he caught. That was 15 yards. Tony Pollard caught the ball 6 times out of the backfield. 6 catches for 24 yards. So that means Pollard had 19 touches and 13, 103 total yards. That's Tony Pollard type stats. 79 yards on the ground, 24 yards in the air. That's a Tony Pollard type game. That's what we used to. And then, of course, let's get to the one that y'all hate the most. Dak Prescott. He's the one that I myself don't give 1,000% credit to. He is the one that I have said, and I said it as of last week, that I don't really just trust Dak Prescott 100%. I don't want him throwing like that because I've seen this movie before. But as of today, this is what he did. 22 or 32. 331 yards, 4 touchdowns, 142.1 quarterback rating. Ain't nothing we can say. Ain't nothing you can say about that. I mean, I can't. I can't do but tip my hat to him and say, hey, Doc, you still on fire. He's been on a tear for about a month and about another week. About a month and a week. He has been on fire. I'm just telling the truth. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts didn't do this against this defense. Jalen Hurts didn't do nothing against Washington defense. So it's just automatic. That carved him up. This is bottom line. That the stats don't lie. Stats don't lie. 22 or 32, 331 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers. I mean, what? If it would have been Jalen Hurts, y'all would have been saying, oh my God, Jalen's the MVP. Whoa. You know, if it would have been Patrick Mahomes, another Patrick Mahomes type day, he just destroyed the watch. See, y'all move the goalpost when Dak do it. If it had been anybody else, y'all would have said, oh, y'all would have gave them credit. Like, wow. What a great day by Hurts. What a great day by Brock Purdy. What a great day by Patrick Mahomes. What a great day by Burrow. Joe Burrow threw for 331 yards against Washington and had 4 touchdowns and had 142 quarterback rating. And y'all would have said, oh, well, just another great day from a great quarterback. Oh, what a great day. But when Dak do it, I get people like Leon who just pop up and say, big time, cut it out. I mean, come on. I mean, look. I mean, what else what do we want to say? Please don't say do it against good team. He just did it against Philly. He just lost the game, though. He lit up Philly. Hello. I mean, hello. For this last month and a half, the only quarterback that has been as hot as Dak Prescott is C.J. Stroud. That's it. That's it. Y'all got you gonna argue, all you haters in. You gonna argue with me against that? Other than Dak Prescott, the only quarterback that has played as well as he has been C.J. Stroud. That is it. Oh, Leon, my fault. I'm sorry. I misread your comment. That's why commenting and text messages is so impersonal, because you don't get the full context. I apologize, Leon. Well, mine ain't low key though, Leon. If you've been a part of my show, my position with Dak Prescott is extremely clear. He's our quarterback. He is good. He is very good. I just said I've seen this movie before. I've seen Dak do this every year. He goes on about a 4 to 5 game stretch where he just looks like somebody just went off. That's what I'm used to seeing from Dak. I've seen it. I've seen it, and then I see where he dies down a little bit and take it from there. So, but as of now, I'm tipping my hat to him. He is without a doubt. Well, put it this way, since y'all love to throw up all these crazy names in the NFC, ain't nobody playing quarterback better. Nobody. Please don't tell me Jalen Hurts. Nope. Jalen Hurts won. He ain't playing the quarter. It ain't because of what he do. What Jalen Hurts do last week? What he do? 142 yards with 1 pick, no intercept. 1 pick and no touchdowns. They won. He made the play when he threw it to Smith over there. All right. So I don't know who playing better quarterback. I don't know who playing better quarterback in the NFC right now other than Dak Prescott. And please don't say Jared Goff. Goff just showed you today that he's not. Please stop it. It ain't Goff. Who else you gonna throw up? Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC right now, and it ain't too many in the AFC that playing better than him. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to admit it or not, especially all you haters, because the narrative is so strong to discredit Dak, you still can't deny what this man is doing. I think he had 17 touchdowns in the last 4-5 games or something. Well, guess what? He over 20 now. I think he only had 2 interceptions in the last few games, 4, 5, 6 games, whatever it is. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go on and say it because it's just the truth. It's just that, see, when everybody else put up numbers like Dak is right now, they will say this. They'll say, well, they are in the MVP discussion. That's what they're going to say. That's what they always say. Somebody on a tear like this, they in the MVP discussion. When Dak do it, this is what they change the goalposts. They'll say, they don't want to give credit to what he's doing. They'll say, well, let him do it against big teams. Well, y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. If this would have been any other quarterback, and I know the case in point because look, there's a quarterback in Houston right now who's got a worse record than Dak. There's a quarterback in Houston who is lighting up the AFC. And what do they say about him? He's in the MVP discussion. I heard Shannon Sharp say he is the MVP right now. C.J. Stroud. I heard him say that. And why is that? Because of the numbers that he's putting up. They ain't nowhere near the top of the AFC. Baltimore's number 1 seed. Then who else? I forgot. The Houston show ain't it. See what I'm saying? Houston not it. But Shannon Sharp say, y'all heard it? Shannon Sharp say that C.J. Stroud is the MVP of the league right now. But Dak's numbers look better than C.J. Stroud. And he hot. See what I'm saying? But they'll say Dak he's not even in the conversation. Oh, okay. See how silly it look. See how silly it look. See how silly it look. And I'm gonna say it here, Dak Prescott, and I'm the same guy who don't trust Dak Prescott, who don't trust him 1,000%, like some of y'all do. I've seen Dak. The fact still remain about Dak is this. With me now, with me. This may not be with you, but with me. I've said it 1,000 times. Dak has had numerous times where the position where he can take advantage of the moment, and too many times he has not. That still is in play. The moment. We had that with Philly. What did he do? He stepped out of bounds. On the 2-point conversion, would have knocked it down to 3 when they had to score a touchdown. All we had to do was kick a field goal to tie it. The moment. Throw the ball to Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker catches the ball. Looked like a touchdown, but he had the half-inch line. That's not Dak's fault. The receiver didn't run it all the way in. But that's the moments that I'm talking about. Didn't take advantage of the moments. We just saw that with the Philly game. These are the moments that I'm talking about that's going to show up a little bit later on. It ain't going to be in the playoffs. It's going to be right here in the regular season. Some of these games coming up is going to demand that Dak take advantage of the moment. Until I see it, that's when I change my narrative. As of right now, he done had too many moments that I ain't seen him take advantage of. That's just the truth. Now, you ain't got to be what y'all say. I'm just going by what I say. It don't mean mine is gold and yours is wrong. I'm just telling you what my eyesight have seen for the last 4 years or so. 4, 5 years. That's what I've seen. But we get a chance to prove it right now. As of right now, though, so y'all haters want to move to, oh yeah, woo-wee. Yeah, y'all got to play Philly. Woo-wee. Y'all got to play at Buffalo. Y'all got to play at Miami. Y'all got to play Detroit. See, y'all waiting 4, 5 weeks. All I'm talking about is right now. Right now, Dak Prescott, right now. Not tomorrow, not 2 weeks from now, not 3 weeks from now. Right now, there's no better quarterback in the league right now than maybe one. And I'm starting to wonder if that's the case. And yes, I'm saying this, even as not a 1,000% believer in Dak, I'm saying this. Dak Prescott deserves to be in the MVP conversation. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. It's the truth. And if he's not in the MVP conversation, why not? Other than y'all hating. Yeah, it's the truth. I'm not saying he should be leading. I'm not saying that. I say he should be in the conversation. There's no question. He should be in the conversation. His numbers prove it. The Cowboys got a pretty 8-3 record. Hello. He should be in there. Now, Lamar Jackson deserves to be there in the conversation. Myles Garrett. Well, I ain't going to say Myles Garrett. C.J. Stroud belongs in that conversation. A part of me even want to say, even though I know he ain't going to win, but Tua deserves to be in that conversation. Jalen don't have the numbers, but Jalen really didn't have no gigantic passing numbers last year. But he had to throw 3,000 yards, and he almost had 1,000 yards rushing. I mean, good Lord. He was, deserved MVP conversation. So Jalen leading the Eagles to a 9-1 record. He's going to get He's gonna get some, a little talk. It may not be. I ain't saying these guys are leading, but you can't have the MVP conversation right now as we speak, since everybody's starting to talk about MVP. You can't deny Dak Prescott right now. You can't. If you do, oh yeah, exactly. Thank you, Clay. Brock Purdy, definitely. Thank you, Clay. You're absolutely right. I hate the 49ers. But it's just the truth. Brock Purdy deserves to be in that conversation as well. These are the guys that's doing stuff, man. It ain't no secret. Hey, Doc. Hey, I see you, Miss Smith. What's up? Hold in Power Bean. These are the people. Oh yeah, JD is right. Christian McCaffrey deserves to be in that conversation, and I just may have called the leader right now. It might be, may not be a quarterback this year. They might give it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's having an outstanding year. Matter of fact, I tell you right now, if I had to vote for MVP right now, Christian McCaffrey gets my vote. There you go. That's over every quarterback I just named, including Dak Prescott. Christian McCaffrey is playing like an MVP this year. All right, that's the truth. The thing is, make sure that when you start talking about it, as of today, you make sure the Dak Prescott name come out your mouth, because he's supposed to be in that conversation. Now, let's go defense. On that note, let's say this now. I am convinced, as of right now, that DaRon Bland is the defensive player of the year. Do I have a witness here? I ought to have a witness. DaRon Bland is the defensive player of the year. Last week, I said maybe Myles Garrett. But after today, which y'all already know what he did, another pick six. Broke the NFL record this year. And we still got more games to go. Oh, my God. So he ain't got to do no more pick sixes. He just need to pick the ball off again. Is there any doubt, ladies and gentlemen? There McCaffrey is, yeah, I see it. McCaffrey just scored again. Okay, look. Is there any doubt now? Because, see, he don't have the name like a Jalen Ramsey and, the kid from, Lattimore from New Orleans. These other people, big name cornerbacks. Trayvon Diggs, he don't have that. But is there any doubt? It would be robbery, because, see, nobody ain't been really calling his name until last week. But the kid been doing this all the time. Let me tell y'all. Is there any doubt that DaRon Bland, especially you haters in here, is there any doubt that DaRon Bland right now, as of right now, is first team All-Pro? Forget the Pro Bowl. We already know he a Pro Bowler. That's incredible. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you why all that's incredible in just a second. Is there any, forget Pro Bowl? We know he should make the Pro Bowl. Fans vote on that anyway, so I ain't really worried about that. I'm talking about All-Pro, and I'm talking first team All-Pro. I ain't even talking second team All-Pro. I see All-Pro is when the writers vote for it, the football knowledgeable people. DaRon Bland is a first team All-Pro. Pro Bowl as of right now, y'all. As of right now, DaRon Bland is a Pro Bowl cornerback. DaRon Bland is a first team All-Pro cornerback. And as of right now, DaRon Bland is the defensive player of the year. Now, the reason why I'm saying all this is this. Because, see, when Trayvon Diggs went down, All you haters and big name media people said that the Cowboys were done. And I be dang. Deron Bland is having statistically, as of right now, so y'all want to fast forward another 8 weeks. As of right now, name me a cornerback in the history of the NFL that has done more in a season than Deron Bland at this point. It ain't Dion. I'm gonna kill y'all. I'm gonna stop y'all with that. It's not Dion. Nope. I answer for you real quick. Nobody. Because there haven't been nobody. He is, as of right now, he is having possibly right now. I'm gonna keep saying it because y'all haters in here want to act like I'm talking about for the whole year, and the whole year ain't been played yet. As of right now, he is having the greatest cornerback season in the history of the NFL. Mm-hmm. Any arguments? So your mind got to go back. And please don't say Dion because teams didn't go his way. You see what I'm saying? You know, you can measure impact. That Dion had folks so scared of him that they wouldn't even throw his way the whole game. The same could be said maybe for Jalen Ramsey. You know, when his first or second year. I mean, I think he was all pro his first year. But the reason why they keep throwing his way is because they don't quite believe what they're saying. See, Deron ain't got that reputation yet. He climbing that way. He climbing that way now. He's climbing there. Teams still want to go at him. They still respect Gilmore more than they do Bryant. Gilmore should be getting to work. If you ask me, they need to leave Bland alone, man. They need to leave Bland alone. Bland gonna get you. Bland is gonna get you. If you keep messing with him, he gonna get you. They go. Just look. There's no way in the world that Deron Bland should be getting this much work when he's as dangerous as he is. He is dangerous. He shouldn't be getting these balls thrown his way. It should be going to Gilmore. Gilmore is his whole thing is, if you've been watching Gilmore play, Gilmore's whole thing is he's not going to let you get behind him. So he'll give up quick slants. He'll give up the crossing routes. And that's what they've been doing to Gilmore and Jordan Lewis. That's what they've been doing. Bland ain't giving you nothing. Bland ain't giving you nothing. If he play off, he cutting it in quick. I'm serious. Gilmore should be, and sooner or later, that's what's gonna start happening. They're gonna start going to try Gilmore. They're not gonna mess with Bland too much more because it's obvious it's the wrong move. I'm not being facetious at all. I'm just calling it like it is. Bland is that dude. It ain't no doubt. He right now is the best. Hello. He is the best cornerback in the NFL right now. I ain't lying. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Even you haters know you don't want to get a credit, but just don't say nothing. 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 You ain't got to say nothing because if you say anything different, you look real crazy. Don't say nothing. Just don't write a comment down. I know you trained, don't want to get a Cowboys a credit. I understand. Don't say nothing. Just wait till I get on something else, then you coming again. Don't get a credit. Bland right now is the best cornerback in the NFL. Pro Football Focus says he is. Since y'all love that publication. Pro Football Focus says he is. The stats say that he is. The other stats say he is. Nobody has more interceptions than him. Nobody has scored more touchdowns. This man got more touchdowns. Yeah, I'm preaching to league. Yeah, I'm a preacher, so I put the sounds in tonight. Yeah. That's what I need. I'll tune up on y'all in a minute if I get too hyped. Look, Deron Bland has more pick six, got more touchdowns than some of our receivers and your receivers too, you haters. He do. He got 5 touchdowns. Shoot, he trying to catch CeeDee Lamb. He trying to catch CeeDee Lamb. He's the number 1 touchdown maker on this team. This is ridiculous. Matter of fact, I'm going to start. Look, I don't know about your team. Where y'all Philly fans at? How many touchdowns does A.J. Brown have so far this year? Somebody look that up for me real quick. I got some Eagle fans here. Y'all tell me how many touchdowns to see A.J. Brown. Look, CeeDee Lamb got 6 touchdowns this year. Deron Bland got 5 touchdowns. Wait a minute. Let me go to Brandon Cooks, who scored another touchdown today, man. There you go, East Side, since you want to run your mouth all the time. Brandon Cooks, 4 catches for 72 yards today, and a touchdown. Brandon Cooks only got 3 touchdowns. 3. Let me look at Jake Ferguson, because Jake Ferguson got 4. Deron Bland got 5. 5 touchdowns. I don't. How many touchdowns does A.J. Brown have, y'all? Let me pull them up. I just want to know. I just want to see. I think A.J. got probably the most touchdowns. I think he do. Let me see. A.J. got 6 touchdowns. A.J. Brown got 6 touchdowns. Deron Bland got 5. I don't see how y'all. I don't. Yeah. Look, Travis Kelce, JD say Bland got the same amount. I don't see how y'all can say this man not the MVP. The defensive player of the year. I don't see how y'all can not say it. Good Lord. Yeah, he could say he scored more touchdowns than some quarterback. That's the truth. This dude is the truth. Now, let me get off the individual stuff. Team defense, 10 points. And see, before y'all say, well, he didn't play nobody. No. Can't let you get away with that one this time. The Washington Commanders was the 7th or the 8th. I did it on the show yesterday. Forgive me for not being totally accurate. But the Commanders was the 7th or 8th ranked offense in the league this year. Sam Howell was leading the league in passing. Probably still leading after 300 yards today. He threw for 300 today. So what else you want? The 8th ranked defense or 7th ranked, 8th ranked or 7th ranked offense went up against one of the top 5 defenses in the league, top 3. And guess what? The defense won. Defense dominated. Only gave up 10 points. Only gave up 10. You only gave up 10. I don't know. Defense travels. I got a super chat. Let me stop talking. By the way, if you're on YouTube and you want me to stop doing what I'm doing, do this what Terry just did, a super chat there, and I'll read it. He said, don't forget OC playing great also. I think OC, man, is deserving of a Pro Bowl berth. Definitely. And when you look at Pro Football Focus, you're going to find him at the top of the list from defensive tackles every week. Grade is always high, and he's always kind of rated saying he's one of the better ones in the league. I mean, the defense is playing lights out. Parsons got another sack today. That's making, 11 for him. And you know, Deron Bland, this is how great Bland is. Watch this, y'all. Deron Bland is so bad this year. And shoot, we ain't even trying to say Michael Parsons Defensive Player of the Year right now. He done took all that away. We don't even mention that. It's Parsons that get all the press. Deron Bland is taking that away. Whoever thought that was going to be the case this year? Al Harris, E-Kush, you know what? See, y'all making me have a lot of different shows. Tony Romo said this, E-Kush, everybody. Tony Romo said this, that when they put the picture on Dan Quinn, if y'all were listening, Tony Romo said this. He said, there's no doubt that Dan Quinn should be a head coach next year. He should be one or two. Just one. He should be everybody's first person that they call. Now, everybody thought the same thing last year, but it was because of Jerry Jones offering him more money. That didn't mean that, that caused him to stay. But at the same time, he added, if y'all don't know, Dan Quinn's making $5 million a year as a defensive coordinator. That's a lot of money for a defensive coordinator. But Jerry knew he had to do that to keep him in Dallas. Now, he probably still would have made more money going to another team, but he would have had, he may not want to, start all over, depending on what the team is, start from the ground up. At the end of the day, Dan Quinn made the decision to stay in Dallas. Now, he did that twice. I don't know if he going to hang around after this year because he going to be so hot this year. Teams will offer him the world this year. Other than probably Jim Harbaugh, who I feel like from my Michigan Wolverines, which is another whole show by itself as we get ready to play Ohio State Saturday, go blue. But other than John Harbaugh, the next name you probably gonna hear for a position, for a position of teams, maybe other than the Raiders. I ain't gonna say that because the team love my guy that's coaching there now. I'm saying Dan Quinn. I don't know if he's gonna turn it down. Now, I said all that to say this. Because you're absolutely 1,000% right with this comment that I got highlighted up here. And this is the reason why. See, Dan Quinn is a master defensive coordinator. That means he can teach every position. But then there are some things that's called as position coaches. And the position coach of Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland has been Al Harris. And as we all know from Al Harris playing days, he was a ball hawk too. So he got to be teaching these guys this. And I'm not saying Dan Quinn is not, but A-Kush is absolutely right. Al Harris is putting himself in a unique position as well, y'all. Okay. Because see, when you start having guys like Diggs and Bland getting the balls like they getting, they're saying the same thing that I'm saying, like somebody teaching these guys this. And somebody gonna come knocking at their door for what? A defensive coordinator position. Let me just fast forward. Al Harris is a position coach. You don't think Al Harris could coach a defense? Hello. Okay. And I'm saying this. A team will give him the chance, even if he can't, even if he had no experience doing it. That's where you get all the other coaches from, and you get all those people, and you get them to be positioned because you coordinate a defense. He wouldn't be the first. Aaron Glenn, who's his defensive coordinator for? Oh, goodness, Lord. Former cornerback. I think he's the coordinator for the Lions. He's the coordinator for the Lions. He is the coordinator for the Lions. So a cornerback can do it. I'm telling y'all. Don't be surprised. I'm saying this. I wouldn't be surprised, and I know this is futuristic, and I'm way off right now, talking about the futuristic, but if Dan Quinn leaves, don't be surprised if Al Harris won't be our defensive coordinator. I'm trying to tell y'all. It was Dan Quinn that hired him to be his defensive back coach. It wasn't Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy gave the okay, but Dan Quinn is the one that gave the recommendation. So Dan Quinn knows his people. And there's another whole conversation to go with that. And I know I'm off the game now. But Mike McCarthy's seat is still very hot. And unfortunately for Coach McCarthy, even if he went 12-5, it ain't gonna be good enough. Mike McCarthy's judgment will happen in the playoffs. And if he goes out wild card round, look out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Look out. And I believe that Dan Quinn will fall right in and be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And Al Harris very well may be your defensive coordinator if Dan don't take it on himself. It's easy to see how this thing gonna work out. But trust me, Jerry Jones does not want Dan Quinn to go. He don't. He does not want Dan Quinn to leave. It's too many dividends for him. It's too many dividends. Too much that he has done with this team defensively. Christian McCaffrey just scored another touchdown. Oh, Jesus. See, this is why I knew this was going to happen. Now I'm looking at San Francisco and I'm looking at it up there. Yeah, see, I knew this is not going to be it. San Francisco not going to lose too many more games, y'all. The way I see it, they only got one game they could possibly lose, and that's Philly. They're going to beat everybody else. Fortunately for us, they've already lost 3 games, but they're going to win their division. And so they're going to get a home playoff game, regardless. They very well may get home field advantage. They're not going to lose too many more games. I'm serious. 49ers, now look, this is the truth. Now y'all going to hate this. This is the truth. I'm going to go on and say it. There's nobody playing, the San Francisco 49ers are the best team in the NFL. And I realize Philadelphia is 9-1. And the 49ers have lost 3 games. They're the best team. With the addition of Chase Young, the rich just got richer. And we are going to talk. And we are going to have to see. Somebody got to go see them. All right? They're not going to lose too many more games. Now, let me close this up, and then I'll open up the lines. I'll close this up by saying this. We are 8-3, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. Well, that's what we're doing. Now, I'm going to go and say this. Since y'all were so worried about us playing good teams, well, guess what? Your wait is over now, supposedly. See, now, since the 49ers are beating up Seattle, and I think Seattle was 6-4, I believe the 49ers going to win this game. They'll be 6-5. Now y'all going to start saying that Seattle ain't that good. See, this is what y'all finna start saying. Because they next on the list. They got to come to Dallas, and we're going to beat their brains out. And I'm already going to tell you what you're going to say. Well, Seattle really ain't that good, I'm already knowing it. Well, they got Geno Smith. They got Geno Smith. That ain't saying. Now, see, the whole narrative going to change now. Huh? I already know what you're going to say. They next on the list when you finish talking. 8-3 we are now. Next Thursday night, we are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks in Dallas. That'll be 9-3. And I'm going to have all of y'all switch cheerleading uniform and pom-pom. And then y'all going to switch to go to another bandwagon and jump on them and act like that. Appreciate you, Joe. I see you. Good night. Appreciate you hanging with me. Seattle next, the same whooping that the 49ers are putting on them, we got something for them too. Get ready for it. All right? That's what I got to say. Another dominating win from the Cowboys today. That's all it is. Just another great win. Let the haters hate. Let it be. Phone line is open. You can go in and call in now. I feel like celebrating a little bit. I'll let y'all have it. Hey, Miss Smith, I see you over there in Podbean. Call in. 901-654-6853. 901-654-6853. You call in right now. I won't be long. Please, if you call in, please don't come here on my line talking nonsense. Because if you do, you will catch the click so fast. It's going to make your head spin. I'm going to let you have the dance, Flo. I'm going to let you dance. I just want to see what you're going to say. And this really is particularly for one individual because I know he want to call in so bad. It's just like hearing his voice heard. I'm gonna let you call in. But Lord have mercy, you better be talking right. And we're not talking about. We're talking about today. We're talking about today. That's what we're gonna talk about. The victory, because this is the as you can tell by the title, it says the Washington versus Dallas post-game show. Not the Dallas San Francisco matchup. Not the Dallas Philly game. We're talking about, as far as today goes, this game. And some of you gonna say, well, you talking about futuristic. I can. It's my show. I just said what your conversation need to be today. You understand? I can talk about whatever I want to. It's my show. It's not your show. It's my show. So I can talk about it. But as of today, Dak Prescott, dominant. Ron Bland, dominant. Here we go. Let's see what this is.
Call from
Eastside.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Y'all ever seen a person that's just a glutton for punishment? Y'all ever seen one? If you haven't seen one, may I introduce you to now? Once again, because this phone call ain't gonna last long, y'all. This is, ladies and gentlemen. Can we put our hands together for him? This is the one and only. Mr. Eastside Harold. Eastside, the dance floor is yours.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, man.
All right. Congratulations on your win today. It's another team with a 500, sir. I'll give you a stellar pat on the back for that, sir.
That's the truth. They're a team under 500. I'll give you credit for that. Go ahead.
And I was looking on your schedule, and it seems like all the teams you played and that you beaten, they're all been under 500. You haven't beat one team, not now one, over 500, sir.
I thought
I checked it.
Yeah, I know you checked, but I thought we were talking about the game today. That's what I thought I just said. That's what I thought I could have.
I'm giving you your kudos, sir. I'm giving you your props, sir.
You know what you did was go back to the schedule. I said we're looking at just talking about today. I thought that's what I said, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't I say that just before he called in? Go ahead, he said. Because your time about up already.
Hey, sir. I mean, don't do your brother like that, sir. Don't do your fellow brother like that on a holiday. Where's your holiday spirit at, sir? Don't do me like that.
Well, I got it. I'm just waiting on you to talk about what the Cowboys did today against the Washington Commanders. I'm waiting. That's all I'm waiting on.
Hey, man. I hear what you're saying about Bland. He's having a record breaking season.
Hold on.
Nice,
Stop right there. It is a record-breaking season. He broke the record today.
Yeah.
He's not having. It is. Okay, go ahead.
It's nice, but you're putting the guy in the Hall of Fame already, man.
Who said that? Who said that? I didn't say that.
You can have a record-breaking season. That don't mean you're going to the Hall of Fame.
Who said you're going to the Hall of Fame? Did I say that?
Read the comments in your
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't read all that. I got too many comments here. I'm saying that he having a great year right now. Do you disagree?
Yeah.
Do you disagree? He's not having a great year?
It's nice, sir. It's a nice story.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice story for the Cowboy media.
Is he first team All-Pro? Eastside?
I don't make them decisions. I mean, statistically, probably yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first team All-Pro. Okay. It's amazing that you say that because you said that CJ Stroud is the MVP, but you just said you don't get into those type of decisions. But for your quarterback, you do get into it. Is that right?
Hey, sir, if you take a top 3 team that was picking in the draft and you head into the playoffs, man, I mean, and you possibly can win your division. It'd be teams that got 8 win-plus records and don't win it.
No, I can care less. But check it out. I could care less about that. I'm just going off the fact you say you don't get into those type of decisions. But you did when it comes to CJ Stroud. I just asked you, is he a first-team All-Pro? Since you don't get into those decisions. Now all of a sudden, you don't get into decisions when it comes to anybody else. But with CJ, you quick, fast, in a hurry to say what CJ Stroud is, though. I'm just showing you about you. I care less what CJ Stroud doing. I'm just talking about you right now. See, you pick and choose when you want to get in the fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead,
sir. I don't be pick and choose. I just called to wish you happy holidays, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Need to be thankful for, sir.
Well, yeah, we 8-3.
Even when your team is pretenders, you still be thankful.
Well, opinions. I'll let you have your opinion. But the bottom line is this: are we 8-3? What you earn for? It's the truth. What you earn for? Are we 8-3 or not? What are we?
Hey, sir.
Are we 8-3? Or are we 7-4? Are we 3-8? Which one are we? Are we 8-3?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well,
second place in your division.
I just asked you, are we 8-3? All we can do is either add to the total one game or we can lose one game and make it worse. When we came into the game, we were 7-3. When we finished and the clock struck 0, we are 8-3. Is that the truth or not?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, thank you for your time. Well, thank you for your time. We'll holler at you. See you on next go round. Eastside is a glutton for punishment. He saw how hard it was for him to say that. That's when you know you're a true hater. I just presented him the facts, right? We are 8-3, not 7-4. That's all I asked him. It should have been like this. Quick. It should have been, are we 8-3? Yes. Just being that. I said 8-3, but he want to go, he don't want to say that. He want to say, but you're second in your division. I ain't asked you what the place was. I just said, are we 8-3? That's all I asked him. It's so hard for him to say that. Oh, Lord, I can't take it. Eastside, you're a glutton for punishment. I don't even know why you come on here. You need to find, hey, y'all look, somebody need to find Eastside a Houston Texans podcast where he could just raid that podcast and just stay there and he'll be a superstar on there. He would. Eastside would be a superstar on a phone line open too. Y'all call in. Eastside would be a superstar on a Houston Texans podcast because he has true fandom. He's biased in his Houston Texans love. He doesn't regard other teams. If he pour the same energy into that Houston Texans podcast, wherever they may be, because I don't know now one of them. But anyway, if he would pour that energy into that, matter of fact, forget that Eastside. You know what you ought to do, Eastside? And take it from me. Take it from me. Stop going to everybody else's Dallas Cowboy podcast. Just you go to everyone. So I know you ain't trying to find no Houston Texans because all of us are on all day, in the morning time, in the afternoon, at night, and you on everyone. And if you're not on everyone, you got blocked from them. You know what you ought to do, Eastside. Now this is really true. You need to go. You don't even need it. You got a computer. I don't know if you're watching me by your phone or your computer. You're probably watching me by your phone. You don't even need to get a computer. I can show you, Eastside, how you can do what I do right from your phone. The same programming, where you can have your YouTube channel, you can start a Facebook channel, you can start everything that I got, and you can do exactly what I do. Now, it's gonna cost you a little money, but you can do it. You can start your own podcast. The Houston Texans Hour with Eastside. Boy, you gotta spend some money to do some things I do like that, You gotta spend some money to do that. You gotta get that. There's some things. You can just start it off. You don't need no music like I got. You hear that right there? See, that's cause I had to spend money. I can do all that. You see, I can do that. See. Yeah. See, I can do that. But I spend money to do that. I spend money for this, and I get paid a little bit to do this stuff now. So but you can do it too. You need to start your own podcast. I would follow you like you following me. I'd be your first subscriber. I promise you I would. I wouldn't come on your show because I care less about what the Houston Texans do. Now, you go live, I ain't gonna be there. But I will support you every now and then because, look, see, Eastside has patronized me. Even though he's a Cowboy hater, he likes me enough where he's actually become a patron. Eastside, I'm gonna even do it for you too. I need to put you in my private group because I put all my people that have patronized me. I put them in a little group, my little Facebook group on Messenger. Eastside, I need to know, do you have, because I know you still here, Do you have a Facebook account? I can't leave you out. Some of my folks is in here now. They don't want you in my stuff. But I have to do that because that's the fair guy that I am. I got Eagle fans that'll patronize me. They in my little group. I got a Washington fan that's in there. Yeah, I mean, I need to know, Eastside, because you patronized me, and I'm being serious now. I appreciate that. You don't have to do it. You say no, you don't use Facebook. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What Eastside? You need to start a Facebook so you can. And let me show y'all something. Well, let me show you. Do I have that here? I'm trying to help him, y'all. I'm trying to help him because Eastside. I don't even know if he know his team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if he know his team or not. I swear I don't. I'm really trying to find something here. Eastside, some of the things that I have, you can actually do it for free. Like, and I had to get with you. Like the program that I use, you won't have all the features that I have, but you can do it for free. Well, you only get 2 channels. Since you only got a YouTube channel, guess what? You can do it for free. You don't have to pay money a month. You can go to EVMUX, EVMUX, and you can put 2 channels there for free. You never get charged. It's all legal. You can do your own show. Because I'm tired of you getting rejected by all Cowboy fans and all Cowboy podcasts. You just trolling for a living. You know what I'm saying? You need to start a Houston, Texas podcast because you might be the only one to do it. You'll make plenty of money. Then you go to, well, you know, you need to get a Facebook account. And then when you get a Facebook account, I'm trying to help them, y'all. I'm trying to help them. Go to a Facebook account. Put in the search engine. Just put and look for groups that's all Houston Texans. Just look and join every single group. And then when you go live, you can post your live on that account. Somebody gonna click in. I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you. You missing out because you wasting time talking Cowboy. I already heard you got put out of folks. I'm being nice. I ain't gonna put you out. I'm just gonna hang up on you. That's all I'm gonna do. I ain't got to deal with you. I ain't even deal with this. All this foolishness. I deal with you. Yeah. Appreciate your apostle. I see you on here. Oh, the game is over. And Miss Angela, it's over. Cowboys won 45-10. You know, we just beat them up real bad. You know. Appreciate you popping in on Miss Angela. Thank you. Phone line still open, y'all. Phone line still open. I got a little time tonight. Somebody come on here and talk football with me rather than trying to antagonize me. Eastside, let me say this last thing to you so you'll know. You will never win with me. Richard Pryor said this. This is what Richard Pryor said. The man with the microphone has all the power. Now, I know I'm a little dog skinned, but I can see this microphone. I got the power. So I don't have to listen to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, I let y'all deal with all that. He the only man I know that's a Cowboy podcast and want to give all Houston, Texas stats like somebody really care. It's amazing. It's amazing. He's just a glutton for punishment. I'm convinced of that now. I'm convinced. So, since y'all ain't calling, let's go ahead and fast forward. Oh, there we go. All right. Now we got somebody. Let's see what this
Call from
Talib. Yes, sir. I got my brother in here. Talib is in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, good evening, Douglas, and all those listening in. Good win today, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. I'm sorry about that. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. To you and your family as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Good win today. All we got to do is just keep winning.
That's all.
That's all it can. Keep winning, and then hope that Philly can drop. It'd be good if they can drop these next two. But if they can drop at least one of these next two, then December 10th, it's on and popping at that point. You're talking about possibly getting home field advantage.
Yeah.
I know San Francisco started to bring it on. They're looking good as always. But if Philly can drop one of these two and we can get them December 10th, then we pretty much right there. We can just keep on winning. I know we got a tough schedule down the road, but if we can keep winning, we in good shape, man. But we look good. So
I agree.
Look good.
Appreciate you, Talib. What else you got?
Absolutely. I just want to mention one more thing.
Go ahead.
We got to import. We got to keep our eyes open this week coming up. Because again, I mentioned this, I believe, in the chat. We got to get that boy coming out of Colts, man. That Shaq Leonard. we got to get that dude at the very least. Keep Philly or the 49ers from picking him up. Everybody, I know Philly needs linebacker help. We definitely need linebacker help. If we can get that guy right there, because our report says he's healthy. This dude is 2 years removed.
Yeah.
In 2021, he was an all-pro linebacker.
Multiple times.
He is ready. Yeah, he's ready to play right now. Just think if you can just slide him in, you don't never have to come off the field.
Yeah.
You can move Carson back to the edge. This would do wonders for your defense. But you can't let Philly get it. You can't let the 49ers get it, man. You don't have a player of his caliber with 6 games left in the season to come on the waiver wire like this. He can be a big piece in what some contending team wants to do. We got to stop playing chess, stop playing checkers, and now let's go ahead and play chess and pick this guy up. This guy can do wonders right now. I understand he may be injury prone, but right now, everybody who's evaluating him right now, I don't know the reason why the coach let him go, but it's right now, this dude is ready to play. If you're the Cowboys, if you can claim him because you can claim him before Philly or the 49ers. Inside track is the Bears might get him because of his prior relationship with their head coach. But if the Bears don't want him, they're in the rebuilding, and he keeps sliding down, if you're the Cowboys, you got to pick him up because you can use linebacker help right now, period. You got to get this guy.
I'm gonna talk about it in just a second. Since you brought it up, I'm gonna talk about it right now. Actually, this is what I got to say. I'm about.
If you let Philly get him, now you got to play against him too. I'm telling you, you got to get this guy. This is a high caliber player. You don't find this type of player with 6-7 games left to come on the board for you. If you have the opportunity to get him, you got to get him. Even if not to allow Philly out of 49ers to pick this guy up.
Check me out, Talib.
We'll see.
Check me out on my answer to what you just said, Talib, in just a second.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
it. I love
brother.
my Cowboys. Yeah, keep winning. We looking good. I love the running game. It's coming along. Jack looking good. McCarthy's play calling is good. We looking good. Just keep winning. That's all we're asking. Just keep winning.
Appreciate you, Talib.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
You too, man. Before I answer that, whoever you are, signs on imposters. You are a troll from a different way. You know, when I talk about East Side, it's all in fun. But we talking football over here, and you want to talk, like you got all the answers. So it's a bit. You don't appreciate you for popping in, but you came in the wrong way, which means I got to boot you out of here for good the wrong way. So you don't have to go troll somebody else's podcast. All right, don't. Just need to find another thing. You don't know anything that nobody knows. And this ain't a religious, at least today. And I am a preacher, an assistant pastor here in Memphis, but I'm not Bishop Brooks right now. I'm big time right now. Notice the difference. I know you don't know me, but there's a difference. I'm talking football. I trust me, I opened up the book way too much to talk Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Acts, all that, First and Second Corinthians, all that. I do that. That's part of me. But there's another part, which is this, what I'm doing right now, which is football. Nothing else, nothing less. So you obviously like to do this stuff. I'm quite sure you've been blocked in many podcasts, and you can add mine to the list. So there you go. Just blocked her. Or him, whoever it is. Now, let me get to, I'm going to go ahead and, no, I've already talked to Eastside, y'all. He jump on first, so it's all done. Let me answer what Talib said and see if y'all agree. I see it. I agree with Talib. I want to make that clear. I agree with Talib. Marlon, I'm going to call you back. I want to get this point out. Marlon, I know you're watching. I'm going to call you back. Let me finish with this, and then I promise I'm going to call you back. That's one of my best friends, so I will call him back, and I'll have him close out the phone line, matter of fact. But I want to get this while it's hot on my head. I would love to have Leonard. I would. He's just as good as anybody. As far as that, plus if he's healthy, he's a great player. His only problem is he's been hurt the last couple of years. Now, he's been a healthy scratch for a few weeks. The reason why is because he's had been rubbed the wrong way by the coach organization. That's why he hadn't played. Quite sure they were trying to figure things out, and it didn't work out. Obviously, that's the reason why he's been released. I just think that they got tired of each other, to be honest with you. Now, what he said was right. It would be great to have him. But y'all keep forgetting one thing, because a lot of y'all want him too. So let's just be realistic. He cleared waivers. That's the first thing you need to understand. Nobody grabbed him, mainly because if you had grabbed him, you would have paid what the Colts were paying him. You would have had to pick up that contract. He had just signed a couple years ago a big contract where he's getting paid, over $8-9 million, whatever it is. He has he's that type of dude. He earned that contract. He was all pro every year. 2-3 years in a row or something like that, and he's one of the top highest paid linebackers in the game. You would have had to pick up the contract. That's why he cleared waivers. Once he clears waivers, he becomes a free agent. He can sign anywhere, any team. Translation, to make a long story short, he now becomes in a bidding war because guys that have been hurt like he has, they don't know how many more chances they're going to get at this thing. So they're going to try to get as much money as they can while they can. That's just the truth. That's what I would do. That's what most of you would do. Now, I'm quite sure Leonard wants to win a championship. And since there's the rumor going around that Philly wants him, I don't think San Francisco wants him. I doubt. I don't know. They very well might because they know the Cowboys may go get them. You know, right now because they don't mind putting in rotation or whatever. It's not up to us. You know, it's up to us to go get them. But here's my thing to lead, and everybody that may feel that way. And again, I agree. I wouldn't mind having them. But at what price? Because you see, we still are talking about Stephen Jones. And do I have to tell y'all his resume as far as being cheap? I mean, he brought Bobby Wagner down there and didn't even offer a contract. I mean, the Cowboys have it in their mind, this is what we're willing to pay, and or something under, and we don't care how great you are. If you don't meet our standards, you can just go on fly back to where you came from. We still talking about Stephen Jones. The Philadelphia Eagles are all in, and they don't care. And then who knows what Leonard is thinking? That's the main thing, because he's a free agent. He can go wherever he want to go. How you know he don't want to play with Philly? He might think Philly got the best chance to make it. And he want a ring. He may have a choice, either Philly or Dallas. Let me see what Philly got. Okay, they're real good up front. I don't have to play every down. I can play in a rotation, and I can keep my body right. Rather, if I go to Dallas, I'm probably going to have to play a whole lot. And Dallas got a good team, but they just not good as Philly is, at least in my mind. That's what, not my mind. I'm saying this is what he may be saying. They 9-1. They got a real good shot at getting home field. They probably got a good chance to make the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go and hook up with them, and then I'll leave as soon as the season over with. Because usually you just gonna pay him for the rest of the year. You ain't gonna get no long-term deal. So you just gonna go to the highest bidder. Y'all know Stephen Jones ain't gonna do right. Oh, you know why y'all even doing that? Now that's just the truth. I see all y'all saying. Y'all saying it. We need them. I hear you, G-Ball. I agree. We need them, but at what price? Then we got to get past this one thing about the Cowboys. Yeah, here we go. Watch this. Y'all know it. We like our guys. Come on now. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. It would shock me. I'm just going to say this. I would love to have them. I would be shocked if we do get them, though. I would be shocked. Because I know how Stephen Jones is. He's going to try to get it for cheap. And Leonard ain't going for cheap. It's going to be a bidding war. It's going to be a bidding war. And Stephen don't do well in the bidding process. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I don't even know why y'all getting hyped. I know we need him, but Stephen Jones don't do right. Let me call Marlon, and I might get off here after this. Cowboy Marlon in the house.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Yes, sir.
I want to actually, Lewis, I want to jump in on this discussion about Leonard. Mm-hmm. And we need to distinguish the difference between need and want. Mm-hmm. If you got the number 2 defense in the NFL, I'm not sure that they need anything or need anybody that's not currently on the roster. I think what you're looking at is if you sign Leonard, whoever the worst linebacker on the team, would he upgrade that position? Probably so. I would imagine that's probably true. Mm-hmm. However, I think that there's a couple other things to take into consideration. In 21, he had back surgery.
Exactly.
And he has not been the same player. Let's be realistic. It's not like the Colts waived a player who is in the running for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. His Pro Football Focus numbers for this year have been poor. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, the only player that's in our rotation that he has a higher rating would be Rashad Evans. That's a little bit unfair because Evans has only played 2 games, and I would expect Evans himself was coming off of injury. We've got about a third of the season remaining. I would sign him, but I don't think any of these contending teams is going to sign him for more than the minimum just to see what he has to offer for the rest of this year. I think that Damone Clark's play has really improved since Van Der Esch has been out. And I can tell you right now what Marquise Bell brings to the table at will, he's not going to play ahead of Bell. Mm-hmm. And I think because of that, I would imagine he's going to have, if it's not the money. So he signed 5 years, $85 million. So this guy signed a deal where his average salary was $17 million a year. It's not going to be about the money. He rich. He got the money. The guaranteed money has already been given to him. He's guaranteed this as a vested veteran for the rest of the season. So he paid. I think he's looking for an opportunity where he could come in and be a 3-down player. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that that's available in Dallas. Maybe in Philly. I don't think so because I'm looking at
not.
I'm looking. Philly just drafted the linebacker from Memphis, the kid that from Horn Lake, rather that played at Georgia, Nakobe Dean, mm-hmm. and he's playing well. Philly's defense is playing well. I think he's got 3 choices. He could try to see where he can get the most money, and that most money might not necessarily be on one of the contending teams, mm-hmm. or he could just say, "I'm gonna take the veteran minimum, but I could play for one of the contending teams, whether it be Dallas or Philly." Or he could take the third choice. I want to go to the team that sells me on, hey, you need me. The defense isn't good. I can bring veteran leadership, and I can come and upgrade the linebacker, and I could be on the field more. So bottom line is, let's talk about this, and I'd like to see if even in the comment box, if you were going to bring Leonard in, who does he take playing time away from? Are you interested in stunning the development of Clark? I think that Marquise Bell, especially in third down situations, right now Marquise Bell is one of the best pass defending linebackers, if not the number one. Warner's always ready with a high, but in pass situations, I don't know that you can get anybody better than Marquise Bell. You basically got an extra defensive back out there. So if you're going to bring him in and you don't have a defined role where he's going to come in and you're guaranteeing, hey, you're going to get at least 30 snaps or you're going to get 40 snaps a game, this might not be the best situation for him. I like to have him, but I don't know that he's anything more than a depth player. Who's he better than, and who would you take playing time away from to get him on the field?
I wouldn't take anybody now. I wouldn't. He's too like you said, I don't think that he's ready to be a 3-down back anymore. That's just where he is, and you don't want Evans off the field. And Evans is coming off the bench himself. So, I mean, they're rotational guys. He would be a good guy to have in some type of rotation, but that's what have to be understood if he's coming here. You're not coming in to be the man because I don't think I don't know because I don't keep up with the Colts. I don't even keep up with him. I know who he is. I know what a great player he once was. But it's like you said, I know he did have back surgery, and we haven't heard really from him since he's done that. So he got to understand what he is now based off what he was. He's not. Bale has to play, and then not only you just don't come in and just stick him in. I think it took 3 weeks before Rashad Evans even stepped on the field. You got to come in and learn the defense. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got time for that. I mean, he's a good guy to have in the bullpen as you getting ready. I mean, but I don't know where he is physically. I know where he is mentally, but I'm not taking Bell off the field. I'm not taking Damone Clark off the field. We got the number 2 defense in the league with them.
Sure. I think the presumption is that Leonard's in shape. Leonard has been in camp. He's been there all along. He went through OTAs all season. Now, when we signed Rashad Evans had season-ending surgery last year. It wasn't in anybody's camp, and I think bringing him in, similar to the receiver we just signed. When you sign a guy off the couch, I mean, listen, football is a difficult game to play. You just don't come from having Thanksgiving dinner and then you show up tomorrow. I mean, there are some things you can do. You can fry chicken at Popeyes, and there's a lot of stuff you can step right in, and you're in mid-season form about an hour later.
Yeah.
But in the NFL, it don't really work like that. I think you know that as well as anybody. So I think with Evans, I think it took 2 or 3 weeks because we brought him in and we needed him to get in shape. Not saying that Evans hadn't been working out. I mean, you could be in the gym or whatever. But with Leonard has been in camp. And I'm going to tell you something else. You and I got a mutual friend that we play football with, fantasy football, and I'm going to talk to Brett. I believe the deal with Leonard, they didn't release Leonard because his play was too poor to be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you guys something. Any job you have, the moment you start going and openly criticizing management, your bosses, and you start saying disparaging things about the people who sign your check, there's a pretty decent chance that you might be looking for somewhere else to be employed. So I don't think he hadn't played well, but I don't think he played so poorly that he needed to be released. I just think they felt like, listen, he's a veteran player. He's got an ear in the locker room. We don't want malcontents around. So usually you don't see players with this type of resume, and I would even say his caliber around. So let's not be I want to be realistic. He's part of the scratch and dent sale. This ain't like you showing up and you getting an all pro caliber player. He in the scratch and dent sale. That's all you're gonna get. Just like Randy Gregory was part of the scratch and dent sale. Rashad Evans. At this time of the year, you're trying to get value, and that's all you're gonna get. You want him to come. He wants an opportunity to go play somewhere for the rest of the year, put something on tape that during the off season somebody may have seen him flash and he made a play or two to where they think he might be worthy of a more long-term deal. But I don't think that you're talking about a game-changing player. I'm satisfied with what we have now. I mean, if it's going to be anything more than the veteran minimum, I'm cool. I'm good with what we got.
I agree. We're looking good, Marlon. And I'm talking to a guy who I've known for Jesus. How many years we known each other, man? It's been over.
We played Pee Wee football together, so we're talking before high school.
Is this 40 years? 40 years?
Well,
30 at least 35.
It's over at least 35 for sure. You're talking. Yeah. I don't think it's quite mid 80s. 86 or something sounds about right. Yeah. So I guess it's been almost 40 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
This guy that I'm talking to, y'all, is super knowledgeable. He used to do this on the radio. He used to have his own show on the radio, so he's that guy. G-Ball says, is he better than LVE?
No.
They're about
LVE,
no. I wouldn't.
I would say no. LVE was very highly rated against the pass. Yeah. LVE wasn't the run stopper. Maybe Rashad Evans has got a reputation. LVE was excellent against the pass, really good, especially in zone drop.
Yeah.
Obviously, he wasn't good enough an athlete to defend your best backs out of the backfield. But LVE was really good on third down, whereas that's Leonard's weakness. He's more of a first, second down type linebacker. On third down, we're better off probably with Clark. And hey, I want to add something else. And I want you guys to notice what Dan Quinn has done the last 3 weeks. The Marquise Bell has been on the field the most of any linebacker, but who else plays beside him has largely been predicated on who we're playing and what he's needing. Like today, I think Damone Clark had the green dot. Is that right?
Yeah, he did. No, I saw, you had to pick it up. I saw Hooker doing a lot of talking in there. I don't know if that meant he had it. I saw
that. They only one of them can be owned. You can't have multiple. But I think Malik Hooker may have caught it today. But I'm gonna tell you, if you remember last week,
Clark was the guy.
Yeah, no, last week we started Rashad Evans and at linebacker. I think they thought against Carolina we needed a different type of linebacker. You know, we were facing a team with a rookie quarterback that was going to be more run heavy. But today, we didn't see as much Rashad Evans. We saw more Clark. And I thought Clark looked really good. I mean, I got to look at the all 22 as usual. But I think what we're doing is dependent and predicated on who we're playing. Like, for example, if we were playing the 49ers next week, we probably see more Rashad Evans. Whereas if we were playing the Eagles, we probably want a little bit more athleticism at linebacker. So it's dependent on the situation.
Yeah. Like, for instance, like next week, so I'm looking at Seattle, and we all know how they play. You're going to see Rashad Evans in a whole lot.
You're going to see Rashad Evans in more. Yeah, we need a little bit more of a run type player there. Yeah. The show is good as always. Go Cowboys.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, Marlon. Now, let me tell y'all something about Marlon, as y'all can tell. He not only did he I've known him for 36 years, but he also played football in college with Coach Marv. Now, y'all know how Coach Marv is. Marlon is the same way. Marlon and Coach Marv would take over my show because they ain't gonna be quiet. And I love them both. And I told this Marlon plenty of times. They'll take over the show because they got the Marlon guy that just got off. Marlon played the game. He coached the game. He just like Coach Marv. They are tick for tack. I be wanting to bring them on. Marlon would do this too if I had him as a co-host. But shoot, y'all think he the host. If I bring him on here, we couldn't do it. I get so frustrated. I get frustrated talking to him sometimes. Because we both got points to say, and we go back and forth like a tennis match. We go back and forth like a tennis match, debating on certain aspects, and then we have to figure out who right and who wrong, and we both battle because we trying to make our point. I love because he gonna come in saying some good stuff. And he is a Cowboy fan, but he'll say it just like me. If we play like trash, he'll come over in and say it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to leave you. Guess what? We ain't playing like trash. We're not playing like trash. Cowboys are hot right now. They are. And Seattle is next. They are next. And I'm looking at Seattle now, and I understand it's the 49ers. When they come to Dallas, Geno Smith does not scare me. Hey, my son, thank you, son. My son, this is my wife's email. I mean, this is my wife's YouTube. But that's my son on there. I already know. That's my son. And my son said, hey, Daddy, you doing real good. Thank you, son. Thank you. Thank you, son. I'm just trying, son. My son is on here now, so I appreciate it. Appreciate you so much, son. Thank you. Now, Seattle next. I've been looking, and I've never have in my life been scared of Geno Smith. This is for all you haters who gon' order a special delivery. Y'all gonna do the Black Friday sale tomorrow. Y'all gonna order y'all some Seahawks socks, Seahawks pom-poms, Seahawks cheerleading outfits. I ain't talking about no skirts because y'all mostly men on here. Y'all just gonna wear the pants. Y'all gonna do that, yeah. So y'all gonna do that. Y'all gonna get Seahawks cups. Y'all gonna get, y'all gonna jump on the Seahawks bandwagon. All I'm gonna tell you is this: don't spend too much money, cause you're gonna have to ship it right back and get your money back. Cause we are gonna beat the Seahawks. Do I have a witness here? Yeah. We're gonna beat the Seahawks. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them up just like we done beat everybody else up. Then y'all gonna say, well, Seattle ain't about nothing. The 49ers beat them 24-3. Yeah, I don't care. We're gonna beat their brains out just like we beating everybody else up. And we're gonna treat them like they supposed to be treated too. And we're gonna slowly, and we're gonna move on. Next Thursday night, not this coming up Thursday. Next Thursday night, the following Thursday, we are gonna take out the Seattle Seahawks. And another beautiful thing that we haven't talked about, that was 3 games in 12 days. The Cowboys get a little mini bye. Isn't that great? Now, we got some guys that a little hurt. Curse didn't play today. Curse didn't play. That's good. Let me get this in because I don't have much time.
Call from
Terry.
Hey, Terry. Terry, I ain't got much time. I got about 4 minutes left. You got to make it quick.
Yes, sir. I just had 2 housekeeping notes. That's all.
Come on.
First note, I want to make sure that my chicken is Sunday after church good. When I forgot his name, your friend that you were talking to, he said
Marlon.
you just can't.
Marlon.
Marlon said you just can't pop up, get back into football like you was a fry cook at Popeye's Chicken. I always want my chicken cooked in mid-season form. And you said something about putting Eastside Harold in the group. You know,
no, we don't want him there.
If push comes to shove, we'd have to welcome him.
Yeah.
But ain't like we really want him up in there.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
If he come with too much CJ,
yeah, we
I'm gonna have to remind him this ain't that kind of party.
Yeah, no doubt.
You keep going on.
Yeah, we don't want him there. He'll be putting messages in at 2-3 in the morning. No, just disturbing people. Just disturbing people.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, but I gotta get off, man.
I'm trying. I just had to
boy, you
let it
crazy.
be known.
Boy, you crazy, Terry.
I'm right now.
All right, man.
Just make sure my fry cook in mid-season form always. Always.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
I can't take no trash to the house now.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Man, that man crazy. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. Listen, I might come with you tomorrow. I might be with you the following day. But one thing about it, I'm coming. I'll holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging with me. This has been the one and only. Yeah. The big time show.